Jeremy, let me ask you this. If you had a dream band to open up for, who would it be?
The Temptations. Probably.
The Temptations?
Yeah,
Is Motown and soul music kind of your baby since growing up, your influence?
That's one of them, yeah. I like it a lot.
What about you, Matt?
Open for?
Yeah.
Mormon Tabernacle Choir, probably. That'd be something that nobody's really done before, so.
Would you do it because it's a novelty item or just because you like the music?
Actually, I love the music. They're incredible. But yeah, also as a novelty as well. So.
Yeah. So how did you guys meet originally? And who would like to field this question?
We met, Jeremy and I met when I was playing a gig over downtown, Salt Lake City. And we just decided, hey, we wanted to form a band together, so we started playing some music. He introduced me to Nick, and then it's just sort of a chain from there. Everybody started meeting everybody else. So.
Now, obviously, you've been in different bands before. Is this something that you still maintain other outfits with? You still jam with other bands, or is this pretty much your guys' only gig at the moment?
We have another band called Dead Horse Anonymous with me and Nick. But other than that, pretty much focus on those two things.
Yeah, and I noticed you guys had a sidekick, Gerry Swanson. He's kind of like your Robin. You're Robin. You guys are kind of like Batman. How did
I don't know about that.
how did that come about?
Guy? He's huge. Kick all of our patooties around.
Super huge. Well,
he has a utility belt too. It's yellow.
It's yellow.
Yeah.
What's the best
What's the best?
utility on the belt?
Oh, probably just his pelvic area, I think. Just the whole thing. Can I say that?
Shark repellent. Remember Batman had that shark repellent?
He doesn't have that.
No.
No.
Yeah. So if you guys would, how would you describe your music?
Oh, very bluesy, very blues. Jeremy's always been doing, playing a lot of guitar and a lot of blues type stuff, and so we definitely, it's been done plenty of times, and it's sort of the standard, so we just keep doing that. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys are a nice little kind of jazzy blues outfit, and we'd like to continue on with the program. But before we get to your next song, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go and interview Gerry Swanson, and we will be right back. And we're back with Gerry Swanson, visual artist. And you've been in the Salt Lake, Ogden area for a while, and you do multiple styles of visual arts. Can you tell us a little bit about what those styles are?
Yeah, with the poor, I basically focus on my painting skills. I really like to feel the music. It's almost like they're marionette masters and they're doing the paintings with their music. I just kind of act like a vehicle for their music to be seen visually as well. So my other things, I do sculpture. Jeremy and Nick, they've talked a little bit about Dead Horse Anonymous. I have a 18-foot tall marionette that I do, and I work with a couple other bands too. Basically, I do a lot of marionettes, painting, so there's sculpture and then drawing games. Actually, good thing down in Palapalooza last weekend, I got to meet Lucas Wilson, Willie Nelson's boy. He asked me to do some drawing, so I got to mix in drawing into it with the sculpture, painting, and drawing. So I'm able to do all of it. With the pour, I really like to focus on the paint. And then with Dead Horse Anonymous, I really like to focus on this large 18-foot tall marionette. I've had it at the Salt Lake Arts Festival. Little kids really like to play. It's an interactive piece. It's on rope and pulleys. So when that happens, when you come in with a band and you have an 18-foot tall marionette, what's that? Are you the one running it? Do people come and help you? How exactly does that work with an audience? It's definitely an interactive piece. It's an interactive piece. So at music festivals, it started out just anybody could use it, and it goes through a whole metamorphosis of evolution of what it's been through, and now it's basically, I like to be the one, we have it on stage with us now, I dance with it, and then I invite certain people up, because people, I mean, little kids, they'll test the limits, you know what I mean? And so the things that I had to fix the legs on it, and when I say fix, I mean the legs are made, wood is bone, and then the rope is tendons, and then yarn ends up being muscle sinews. And then they'll test their limits, so it started breaking the legs too much, and then I've dedicated it to Dead Horse Anonymous, and so now it's just me on stage, and I mean, I'm the creator of it, and I feel like I can make it dance the best, but I definitely challenge anybody to a dance-off with it. So yeah, it's interactive.
A dance-off. So people come up and they it's very interactive. Out of all these visual medium that you use, which one would you say is your favorite?
Favorites. I enjoy doing them all, and I have a bit of a personality where I need to go in between a lot of different things at once. So all of them at once is I couldn't say I have a favorite, because they're so focused on what they're for. Like as far as the pour, it is focused on painting. And with Dead Horse, it's focused on the sculpture. But all of them, I will say, all of them include music. Or all of them include kinetic movement, and obviously links directly with music. So I would have to say they each have their own thing, but they all depict movement with music. If you weren't painting with a band and you were painting at home, is that something where you have to have music on, or can you paint in silence? I've painted with TV on, painted with silence, but music definitely, it pulls you away from having to focus exactly what you're doing, because humans definitely subconsciously know what they're doing if they've done it. You know, a musician knows how to play his guitar, an artist knows how to work the pen. As soon as you learn the fundamental techniques, you can do it with or without music, but music will derive how you paint, and it will actually move your brush stroke to a different movement. So I enjoy music, definitely. It makes things go smoother. Always working. I mean, I've done a lot of construction, working jobs, whistle while you work.
Whistle while you work. If you could describe your art in just real quick, just describe it in 5 words or less.
Industrialist art. Artwork from otherwise unused objects.
All right. And that's Gerry Swanson, visual artist with The Poor and Dead Horse Anonymous. Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to Junction City Live tonight. My name is Wyatt Winnie, and I'm your host. We'd also like to thank our guests, Off the Wall Comedy Improv, visual artist Gerry Swanson, and, of course, The Poor, who are going to do one more number for us. This is called Another Man.
To life and built and get down with a millionaire. most evil man.